So I recently had to switch out from my Venture 22-liter backpack from Bellroy over to a new backpack because it wasn't large enough anymore. Now, I personally was looking for an everyday backpack that was going to be able to fit all of my gear that I take to work, as well as being more on the techie side, a little bit more minimal. I definitely don't like something that looks more hikey like, but at the same time, I also don't like something that looks very techie, something that has just a bunch of zippers, a bunch of extra ports, because I don't take that much to work, as you'll see here on my pack out. So because of that, I ended up going with the Alpaka Elements Pro backpack, which I honestly really like how it looks. I like the inner lining inside as well, and it definitely has a lot of features that I like, and it has quite a few also that I don't like, but they're going to be compromises because the things that I do like about this backpack definitely outweigh the things that I don't. And then I do really like that this backpack actually compresses or expands to whatever space you need. The Venture 22-liter from Bellroy was a 22-liter on paper, but whenever it came to kind of stacking it or putting things inside of it, the way they was designed was that if you put something in the water bottle pocket, it actually took quite a bit of space from the main compartment. So because of that, the water bottle pockets on that backpack weren't really ever used. There's something similar going on with this backpack, but in terms of the main cavity, at the very least, it does compress if you ever have a light carry. Say you're going to just a coffee shop, going to go work there for a couple hours. You just take like your laptop, your notebook, maybe a charger. This is going to compress, and it's not going to look big and bulky. It's not going to look jetpacky if you only have a couple things in there. But at the same time, being a 26-liter, if you do want to completely pack it out, it will expand, which is something that's really great for me because I do take quite a bit whenever I go to work. And then, like I said, whenever I go out on the weekends, if I do go to a coffee shop, I do like that it can compress to something smaller. And then something else that I do like about this backpack is that there are extra pockets for more organization. There is a front admin pocket that actually allows you to set up different things in here. Like I mentioned, I don't really take much things even to work. So because of that, this front admin pocket actually carries some of my extra clothes that I take to work because I do bike commute to work. So I take a change of clothes, and then it also has my cologne and my deodorant because it's easier to carry in here. And then because of the way it actually hooks onto the hook in the bathroom, I can just hook the backpack, open up the admin pocket, and I have basically my, what is it called, like a dop kit or whatever that may be. So what I can change it, I can change into my new clothes, I can freshen up and have that still while it's hanging on the wall. And then the second pocket in this backpack is more of a hidden pocket. You can hide something in here. It doesn't really look like there's really a pocket in here. It just looks like it's part of the design. I personally don't really have anything to hide. I only go to work and back. So because of that, I put some cables in here. I have a lightning charging cable for my headphones, and I have a USB-C charger for everything else. So because of that, I put that in here along with my wallet. It is rather small, so you can only fit a couple of things. You'll see here with my bowl strap wallet, it actually fits kind of snug in there with those two cables. So because of that, you can barely keep anything in here. I'd say maybe you can fit your phone, if that. But if you are in a place that it actually gets really hot outside, anything in this pocket is also going to get really hot. But again, something that I do like about this backpack is that it's going to be very techy, kind of a little bit more minimal. It's not really overdone. There's not zippers everywhere, and there's not really that much organization, which again, to someone like myself that doesn't really need that much organization, I take those two cables and that's pretty much it. Everything else that I need is already at work. So because of that, I really like the design of this backpack. It allows you to take your tech, it allows you to take some extra clothes, and it can expand to 26-liter because I do take a pretty large water bottle as well as on my lunch, a snack, and a kind of drink for my lunch as well. And then the other features are actually kind of smaller features, but I actually really like and enjoy them with everyday use. And the first one's going to be that it's actually weatherproof with the fabric that it uses, along with AquaGuard zippers. That means that if you do commute to work or commute to school or wherever you go, if it does happen to rain or sprinkle, all of your tech inside the backpack will actually be protected for the most part. And the second one is that the sternum strap is magnetic. That is something that I really like from my Bellroy Venture 22. So because of that, I do like that the strap on this one is also magnetic. It's easier to clip on, it's easier to take off, and it's actually pretty secure. So I like that about this as well. And then it can stand up by itself. That's a feature that is honestly asked for a lot. I like it because I can put it next to my desk at work, and then whenever I need to reach in, it hasn't tipped over. Again, I do keep liquids in here like my cologne, so it's nice that it doesn't tip over, and then I just find the cologne spills all over the place. So I do like that it stands by itself. The padding as well on the strap, it does have a little bit more techie vibe. It's a little bit hexagonal. It's a little bit 3D. It kind of looks like it's 3D. It has a little bit of spikes. It looks really nice, and it honestly is really comfortable on your chest as well. And then the last thing that I really like about this, that I feel like you guys are gonna like as well, is that the price is actually really, really good. While I was searching for a new backpack, searching for something larger than the 22, a lot of the backpacks out there that are great quality are going to be above $200, some of them going up to $300 for a 26 liter. This one comes in at $169 or $170 brand new whenever you're going to purchase it. Or if you manage to snag it on sale like I did, it actually goes under $150. So that's a really great price for a backpack of this caliber. I still think the materials, the quality of work, everything from this backpack still is on par with some of the other backpack manufacturers out there. Alpaka is a great brand. They definitely have other accessories as well. If you just want to use the difference between this backpack and another backpack to kind of tech it out with other accessories that you can latch on, you can do that as well. But the quality is really great. I definitely have enjoyed using this backpack for the past 2 weeks. And I think I found a backpack that'll work for everything because of that feature of being able to expand whenever I want to take it to work and then collapse to something smaller without still being bulky whenever I just want to use it for a weekend. But there are features that I don't like about this backpack. And the main one is that I still didn't quite solve the water bottle pocket issue that I had on the Venture 22. With the Venture 22, if I put something in the water bottle pocket, I couldn't use the main compartment because it kind of went in and ate up into the main space. With this one, I actually am going the opposite way, where whenever I fill up the inside the main cavity with my lunchbox, my water bottle, my drinks, whatever I take in there, whenever I fill that up, I can't use the water bottle pockets. It's difficult to open them up. Unless you already have something in there, it's going to be difficult to fit something inside. And even when you already have something in there, if you pack out the main compartment, it's now going to be difficult to take things out. Now that is going to be a bigger issue if you're using items that go all the way inside the pocket. Obviously, if the item that you're using sticks out up at the top, you can just grab it and pull it out easier. But that is something to keep in mind. And then the zippers from the main compartment actually open up into the water bottle pockets. So if you do have larger items that are in the water bottle pockets, whenever you open up the zippers, you'll actually get kind of stuck where you can't fully open it up. You can't really reach inside, or I guess the visibility into the main compartment actually is a little less because the water bottles are blocking it from you being able to open up that main compartment fully. And when it does come to the main compartment, I would have liked it to actually have the laptop and the notebook compartment in a separate pocket. It would have added a separate pocket, but I actually don't like it here with all of my other stuff. Maybe because I carry liquids, I don't like them to be touching my tech. And something else, even if you didn't want to set a separate pocket, something that would have helped is kind of making the pockets on the inside a little bit larger. You'll see here, even a 14-inch MacBook sticks out quite a bit from the pocket. And even my notebook, that's an 8x10 notebook, I believe, that one also sticks out quite a bit. So whenever I'm putting things into the main cavity or into the main compartment, it actually gets stuck. It snags my notebook, it snags the laptop sometimes even, depending on what it is. It's not really protected that well in the main compartment. Now again, I do think it's because this backpack is meant to be a little more techy, more you carry like headphones, you carry a couple headphones inside, you carry a tech pouch or something inside. But the way I'm using it and the way I feel like a lot of people would be using it if you're using it as a travel bag is you're going to be putting your laptop in here along with a tablet, even another piece of tech rather than a notebook, and anything you put in the main compartment will snag. And I've actually never fully packed it out or stuffed it to the max. So it's kind of weird to me that my glasses actually got crooked in this small pocket. But I'm going to show you guys how I pack it out for both going to a coffee shop on the weekend or fully going to work. Now, there's not really much of a difference between both in terms of tech. I do take my laptop. If it's going on the weekend for my personal stuff, I take my 16-inch MacBook Pro. And for work, I use the 14-inch MacBook Pro. So I stuff that in the laptop compartment. And then I take a notebook. If it's my personal notebook, it's all of my YouTube scripts. If it's my work notebook, it's all of my checklists and all of my notes for all of my meetings at work. Same exact pack out, laptop, notebook. And then if I was going to a coffee shop, there's not really anything else I would take other than my phone, but my phone is usually in my pocket if I know I'm not going to be riding my bike. And whenever I do go to work, I do put my phone inside of the backpack in that admin pocket up front. And going into work mode, in the main compartment, I will put my lunchbox. My lunchbox has whatever my lunch is for the day. I have a snack, which is usually a protein milk, and then I have a drink that I take for lunch. I used to take Red Bulls, but now I'm using this drink called Easy or Easy. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's just as good. It's sugar. It gets me through the day. So I use that in the main compartment along with my water bottle. This is a 40-ounce Owala water bottle. Fits right next to my lunchbox, and again, they fit inside the main compartment. It expands a little bit, so there's actually a little bit more space in case you wanted to fit a little bit more things. The admin pocket I use for my cologne, my deodorant. I take an extra change of clothes, so I take an extra shirt in there, and then I also take my headphones, I take my phone. All of that goes in that front admin pocket. As you guys can see, I can actually fit quite a bit more. I just don't stuff it to the max all the time, and it still works really well. And then the front bottom pocket, like I mentioned, is just my wallet and 2 extra cables for whatever I need to charge at work. And that's mainly my pack out. I don't really pack it to the max. This is a 26 liters. Sometimes it does feel a little bit tight for a 26 liter, but it still fits everything I need. There's still quite a bit of space if I wanted to fit it. So if you are planning on using this for like a travel thing, you can fit quite a bit more. It's not just gonna fit what I have in here. But overall, I think this backpack is a great choice for anyone looking for a commuter bag, something that looks a little more techy, something that looks less kind of travel-y, because a lot of the 26 liter bags out there are made more for travel. This one as well, you can actually use it for both. I like that it compresses and can be used as an EDC bag, and then it can expand if you do want to stuff it to the max. Something that you guys might like if it's a travel bag is that all of the zippers can actually be locked, with the exception of the glasses pocket, as well as where I have my wallet down at the bottom. But the rest of the zippers you can double lock, which is basically just the main compartment and the admin pocket. So if you guys want to take this as a traveling backpack and you guys want to put a small lock, you guys can do that as well. But to me, the main thing that this backpack is great at is being an expandable one. You can make it larger to a 26. You can make it smaller to something that feels like an 18 liter bag and still carry all of your tech inside, still take everything. That front admin pocket does work really well for taking a lot of extra things if you guys need. You can put a charger in here, your MacBook charger. You can put a mouse. You can put a kind of foldable keyboard or some of the other charging cables that you might need. You can throw all of that into the admin pocket, and it allows you to kind of set up different ways that you want to take your tech. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this backpack? Do you guys think this backpack would fit your guys' everyday lifestyle? Let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video. If you guys enjoyed the content, click here to watch another one of my videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one.